Welcome to the Texas Ganga Show, the Eagle Eye View. Yeah, this is the punchline that I was just thinking on. So we are in Texas, especially Dallas metropolitan area. I'm in Little Elm, sort of in Frisco, and our idea is to give eagle eye, the American bird, and Baj ki aankh. So this eagle is actually one of the most intelligent bird, most powerful birds, and most, sharpest of eyes. It can locate what do you say, very
There.
small object from uh, on the earth, like some kind of mouse that size. It can locate from 1,000 feet high or maybe more. So that is what our target is. We are 10,000 miles away from our homeland Bihar, but we can locate. We can just gaze through it. So that is our eagle eye views, uh, and it is also based on our friends on the ground there and the inputs that we get. So we just now have that predictor in our hand, thanks to Mr. Alan Littman and Vladimir Kobok, the Russian scientist. So there are 13 keys we have tweaked. We have just another video. We will share it in our description. That link, you can go through the details. So here now we are going to apply this 11 keys to our Bihar Assembly election 2025. So we have two major coalition front on fight. So this key should work perfectly well. There is one side is National Democratic Alliance, which is led by Mr. Nitish Kumar, who is an incumbent CM for last 20 years almost. There has been lots of hiccups here and there, but we can consider it as a continuous 20 years of NDA rule. And this time also they are in one side. There has been small partners which are keep on switching from this side to that side, but this time they have a robust team. Only Mukesh Sahni team, that VIP, which used to be in sometimes in their fold, he is now in the opposition fold. But to make it kind of law of averages working well, so Mr. Mukesh Sahni is in the Mahagathbandhan of RJD and Congress and other parties, but NDA has gained Umesh Kushwaha's RLSP. So kind of evened out. So Saurav, can you give some closer look on the NDA so that before we start our predictor?
Yes, so this time NDA has very very nicely they have sorted things out. Last time we remember 2020 we had the Lojapa, which is the Loktantrik Jan Shakti Party, the party of Ramvilas Paswan, playing spoil sport for one of the allies only in multiple seats. But this time they're all together in one fold and they are fighting together, and the seats sharing was also very smooth. And it's said that the JDU has really distributed the seats very well, considering all the caste and all the other aspect that runs into Bihar election. Only sore point has been the number of seats given to Lojapa again, Chirag Paswan's party, Ramvilas Paswan's son. They have got a lot of people say that they have got more than they should have, and it might damage the NDA's final tally a bit because their winnability is not very, and in fact, they have not been really campaigning that well also.
Oh,
So, considering that NDA, but apart from it, NDA has been most of the surveys and opinion polls they have showed that they have got the upper hand in this election. They have announced Nitish Kumar as the chief minister's face indirectly, not directly, but they have indirectly said that the seat is not up for grabs. It's there with Nitish Kumarji. Although there were a lot of rumors floating around about his mental health and physical health and everything, but they seem to have died down within the last week or so, just before the election. Right now, the narrative is that he is the Vikas Purush and he has no enemies, and he didn't bring his family into into politics. So he's very clean. He has a very clean image. So all that is right now. So everything is sort of falling into place for NDA right now. And apart from the Lojapa having too many seats to its name, rest of the things have fallen in place, and all the seat sharing and everything has gone without too much noise. So let's hope. I mean, we already had the first phase over,
Mhm.
and second phase campaigning has ended today, and the election is 2 days after. So let's see what happens.
Okay. So the opposition coalition is uh, I mean, National Congress, the Congress, and RJD is the leader here. Congress has been accommodated quite a good number of seats, and then there has been a
60.
split wrestle. Yeah, and then we have CPI, all the folds of Communist Party, CPI M, CPI, the CPI ML, all these Marxwadi, Leninbadi things, Marxist Leninists, and then there are other small parties like Vikas Seal Insan Party VIP, which is a party of a caste group. The leader is Mukesh Sahni. So they have considerable influence, at least 3 to 4% across Bihar, and many constituencies has a lot more. And there is another one interesting twist which I got to know is I Independent Party or something like that. There's a one-man party currently who is fighting one of the bellwether seats in Saharsa, and he holds a good hold over few EBC caste groups, I think. So that is a good addition to the fold. Apart from that, RLSP of Upendra Kuswaha has left the fold. And another interesting is last time this Ram Chirag Paswan's party was not fighting against BJP, but was fighting all the seats where JDU was fighting. So that dented lots of numbers for JDU especially, and that's why there was some struggle in getting the uh, mm, government formation.
One thing about the Mahagathbandhan or the India alliance is that within NDA there is no friendly fight, but here there are at least 12 seats where they are having friendly fights.
Mhm.
So Congress has put up its candidate where
Mhm.
RJD already had fielded someone, and then they couldn't resolve it among themselves. So that is a bit of weird to see that. And then there was the drama surrounding the deputy CM thing, where
Mhm.
a party which has only 15 seats to its name, Mukesh Sahni's party, they got him named as the deputy CM, but Congress, which has got 60 seats to its name, they did not protest. They have said, okay, fine, let's go ahead with it.
Mhm.
And there were a lot of hue and cry around that. And then they had to publish statements like, we will have more deputy CMs. So I don't know how many deputy CMs they will have, but just to calm things down. But eventually, I mean, they again they announced the chief minister's face, so things have kind of settled down for them also.
Mhm.
And yes, I think it's going to be a tough fight. It's not like a one-way street as they predicted earlier.
Mhm. Okay,
Uh,
cool. So on the other I mean, Prasant Kishore's and AIMM and things like that, we will discuss once we come to the key number 6 or 7, where we are talking about a significant third party. So let's start. So our party mandate is, and we are talking in the perspective of incumbent coalition government, which is NDA
mm,
government. So we are talking from them. So yes, no that you hear is from that perspective. Okay. So party mandate is yes, because based on the Lok Sabha election 2024. Second key is no struggle in nomination from within the party, right? So Nitish Kumar, there is no struggle. He
yes.
was quite 6 months ago has been projected as the leader of the coalition. The fight in election will happen. So this is also a good solid yes. Key number 3 is whether he is an incumbent. Definitely he is an incumbent for lots of years. So incumbency has its own impact, right? It's positive. The government delivers. Government makes
Mm.
promises, delivers. The what you say, the administrative
You
machinery is also aligned. That there are some advantages.
you can set and drive the agenda. So,
Yes.
like in terms of all the freebies or whatever you can call them, incentives, social incentives,
Mhm.
the Mahagathbandhan can only make announcements and then
Mhm.
hope that people will trust them.
Mhm.
But NDA can actually make the announcement and deliver it just before
Mm.
the Achar Sanhita
Election.
or the Code of Conduct comes in, which they did actually,
Yeah.
which they did, and that is seemed to be a very, very powerful
Hmm.
game changer for them.
Yeah.
The 10,000 rupees which has gone into everybody's account, all the
Yeah.
women's.
Every women and women, I mean,
So that
the
builds
counter process
credibility
there.
also that they're
Mm.
delivering.
Yeah. So that's a good. So incumbent is yes. And now let's third party. I mean, is there any significant third front? So let's discuss. I will start with Prashant Kishore's party, Jan Swaraj Party. So there is definitely a, a budge in whole Bihar, and he really did really commendable work. I mean, for last 2 years, he has been working very hard, going from villages to villages. I mean, he has created an organization from ground, I mean, zero, right? So he has put lots of time, effort, money, and quite a good, innovative, modern ideas. And he is looked among youngsters and intellectuals as somebody who can really do the good, some change, right? I mean, the folks are really fed up of the kind of old routine talk of these governments going on for last 40-45 years. People are smarter, they have access to social media and internet, tvs, in every home. Everybody's the kids are going out, they bring their own perspective. So people are charged up, kind of. But there is some, well, lately, because of some of the activities, the Prashant Kishore, people would want a fighter in Bihar, go and fight elections. So he kind of back. I mean, people are getting a bit slowed down because of that. Okay, Saurabh, your take on this.
Yeah, so he is putting up a strong fight, especially in the urban centers, and with the
Mhm.
kind of people he has chosen to fight.
Mhm.
I'm having some problem in my throat. Let
Yeah, I will cover for you. Yeah. So uh, Prashant Kishore's team has very nice selection of candidates. I mean, they have taken into account the various caste equations, which is like all over India. That is one of the key factors. So you have to make your caste alignments perfect. And this is a strategy also to dent votes. Like, let's say if we have a constituency of 2 lakh voters, out of that, if there is 50,000 voter of one caste, so generally that caste will dominate, right? I mean, they have more influence, depends on uh, how equipped they are, how much economic prowess that group of folks are there in that caste. So based on that, parties try to put one candidate from that particular caste. Also, larger parties have to take into picture that no caste groups can get dissatisfied from them, especially the national parties, the larger parties. They have to take with everyone. So Prashant Kishore has put very strategic understanding of the poll, and he has a detailed study. He's a great data analyst. He has a good amount of data, and he has really put good candidates as per his thinking, and definitely looks good. But let's see for which constituency will there be an impact or not. It's too early to say or gauge. From my point of view, this impact is on some urban areas, and few of the candidates who are strong already in kind of, there are independents always winning, right? So those kind of candidates who have joined the Jan Swaraj party and got the ticket, so they are definitely challenging these two coalitions.
yes. So there's a lot of what you can say uh, anger against the current incumbents also in many of the assembly seats. So it might not be against Modi ji or Nitish Kumar ji, but it might be against the person who is the MLA from
Super
there.
MLAs. Mhm.
So that might turn, and then if and we know Prashant Kishore has been a political strategist, and he is the
Mhm.
master. He is the one who started all this.
Mhm.
So we can trust him to be an expert and put figure out which one would be the best option to put everywhere. But
Mhm.
again, his agenda and his narrative is working well with the youth, and the younger generation, and mostly urban and semi-urban crowd. We don't know how much impact it will have at the rural level, where people are not that literate, where people don't have such deeper understanding of things like how important education is for them, how important corruption free system is for them, and all that. Most of them vote based on very, very basic aspects like caste and who which leader came to their village and visited them, and all those kind of things. So but yeah, he is putting up a good fight, and the most amazing thing is that after the first phase that happened, most of the national channels which I kind of follow, they were saying NDA is having a clean sweep and Jan Swaraj is nowhere and all that. But the local Patna based or Darbhanga based media houses, they were saying that at least in 10 to 12 urban centers, Jan Swaraj will have an impact. And how big an impact, obviously, we will know on 14th, but they are saying it's not like they are like you can just sweep them aside. They will have an impact. And it will be nice to see who they hurt more, whether they hurt the Mahagathbandhan more or they hurt the BJP more, NDA more.
But at the Bihar overall level, we can, for our predictor point of view, no significant. We can say
We
say
can say it right now. Maybe next time he will become a
yeah.
significant third party.
Can you also talk about that Obaisi's party making some sort of coalition and trying to build some kind of resistance or presence, that he already has a good presence in the
Yes, yes.
Purvanchal Sivanchal area.
He had won 4 seats last time in the Purvanchal belt,
Yeah.
but all the four went and joined RJD.
Mm.
So this time, and it's a very amazing that they actually tried to reach out. I think they had multiple, press conferences where they made this declaration that why is not Mahagathbandhan including us also?
Mm-hmm.
But they did not, and he is fighting alone. His candidates are there, and obviously he will have an impact in all the seats where Muslims are in a strong number, which
Mm-hmm.
is actually quite a decent number of seats, where
Mm-hmm.
Muslims are like 18, 20, 25%. So, and obviously in Purvanchal, he will again have an impact.
Yeah,
So,
Sivanchal will have definitely
and
have.
then Jan Suraj is also there in Purvanchal. So, Jan
Oh.
Suraj is also really appealing to the Muslim voters also, that you get out of this habit of voting for Mahagathbandhan only because they are anti-BJP. And you
Mm-hmm.
are also anti-BJP, so you keep voting for them and they take your vote for granted. So
Mm.
this is the narrative which Jan Suraj has been going to them with.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see how much vote they can grab out of
Mm.
that Muslim vote bank that we call it the MY
Mm.
equation. So how much M vote they can, both Owaisi and Jan Suraj can get out. It might hurt the Mahagathbandhan in Purvanchal.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Then coming to the visible development key. So I think we have to give them yes, because of the infrastructure development, at least roads, bridges,
Power,
power.
road,
Mm.
village roads,
Yep.
uh, certain health. There are a lot of medical colleges which have opened
Mm.
in North Bihar also, and in Patna also. PMCH, a new building has come up and all that.
Mm.
And but the problem, I was watching somebody, they said a very nice term that Bihar is a state of minimalistic expectations. So we become happy in very little.
Mm.
So even if whatever little that has been done, Biharis are very happy, and we are like, "Arey, itna ho gaya," and this all these road and power is there for now almost like 24 hours. Power is there,
Uh-huh.
so we are happy with the basic stuff in life. So yes, that still we will give it yes, because it might not have worked as well as in other states, but in Bihar that much is, I think, enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So that is definite. I mean, yes, for our sake of the predictor from the Bihari uh, psychology, mass psychology, our expectation. And then coming to another economic parameter, the promises that we discussed in manifesto. So the promises that has been made by BJP in the elaborate manifesto that we presented 2 weeks ago, that is, I mean, kind of BJP's hallmark. I mean, NDA does like that. I mean, in a nice corporate presentation point, they put a good layout, and with tangible kind of structure that what they're trying to achieve. And they have divided into various sectors, infrastructure, uh, data centers. I mean, infrastructure, the technology, and the social work. They want to plan agriculture. All those aspects they have definitely laid it out well. What do you say, Saurabh?
Yes, so again, for this, uh, I mean, they have the manifesto is very professionally done. That I will concede. And if you compare it with Mahagathbandhan manifesto, that is mostly like it's like an essay,
Mm,
and this one is more like point wise bullet points and a lot of numbers in there, which you can actually set your expectation against.
mm,
Other thing is that they, mm, I mean, you can trust them to deliver all that.
mm,
Maybe it will take one complaint that a lot of people have with the incumbent Nitish Kumarji is that they have been very slow in delivering all this infrastructure and all the other. In Bihar, still, despite all the roads and power and everything, Bihar health infrastructure is very poor, education infrastructure is very, very poor. So, and industries are basically non-existent if you compare with other states. They
yeah,
have some ethanol units have come up, some food processing units have
seriously,
come
yes.
up, but
Mm,
if you compare it with any other state, it's
yeah.
very, very negligible.
Mm,
So we can only hope, and I think if they can convince the people that okay, we understand it now, and we will develop the sugarcane belt, and we will bring the sugar industry back,
mm,
and we had Mokama had all those factories, McDowell, Bata, and all that have gone away. So we will bring some kind of MSMEs, and the most amazing thing is Giriraj Singh ji, Chirag Paswan, and one more name I forgot. I think Jitan Ram Manjhi. They all have all these
yes.
industry ministries.
Mm, mm.
MSME hai किसी के पास, then somebody has some
Tangible.
agricultural state or something like that. So they can actually do it.
Yeah.
If they really put their heads to it, they can do it. But unfortunately, we haven't seen the kind of the problem with my reading of it is that I want this to go at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour, but
Mm,
currently it is going at like 5 to 10 kilometers
mhm.
per hour. It's very slow. So
Yeah.
let's see if people trust them. I right now I will say yes to it because
Yeah.
the other party doesn't have really too much.
Yeah.
They're only talking about reservations and all that and
Mm.
government jobs to everybody, which is obviously impossible. But yes, yes to this one, sir,
Okay, cool.
with all the
And
riders.
yeah, no social unrest. This key, I would give a yes.
Bihar, yeah, considering the past, at least
Yeah.
land of massacres and
Mm,
communal rights,
mhm.
suddenly, I mean, at least last 20 years have been relatively peaceful, apart from minor incidents here and there.
Yeah. And one interesting point for the viewers which who are not much accustomed to Bihar, not too much aware about Bihar, and they have the popular perception that Bihar elections are always violence prone and things like that. So to get the data straight, for the last 20-25 years, Bihar is almost violence free. Bihar elections, there is no violence, no serious violence. This time, an exception is done. There is a death. Uh, Allegedly murder. So we are not sure currently, but there is a death this time last week in one of the constituency, which is in the Patna district. Basically, it's a constituency called Mokama, and where there is a fight between two, we can say the heavyweight. Uh, what you say in English, we can clearly say very
Heavyweight boxers.
bad reputation guys having lots of criminal cases, right? But they have been MLAs, and some another side is MP, and so these kind of folks are fighting here in that constituency. Both are very having great criminal backgrounds, and one death has happened. That death is also some fighting
But
happened.
the death did not happen among these two. The death happened
Yeah.
in a third party. This fellow was supporting the Jan Suraj party's candidate,
Mm, mm.
and that fellow who got murdered, he was also a dreaded gangster
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, yeah,
So what can we say? I mean,
yeah. Yeah, so just to give the perspective to the rest of the India and the world, that Bihar is violence free in elections for last 25 years. So let's keep this point in mind. Okay, so no source or no rest. This point is going in favor of the NDA, Nitish Kumar. Point number 10, presence in the field. I would say Nitish Kumar, because of his ill wealth and lots of confusion in moving away from this coalition to that coalition, coming back, and all those things. So it's almost zero. He is unable to connect for the last 5 years. He is, even the bureaucrats and the party leaders, they're kind of out of control. Lots of shuffling in their internal party also. Also because of his reduced number of seats, so he lost his control on the coalition as a whole. So NDA BJP has more upper hand, so they're taking charge in many situations. That is good in some way, but I mean that's how it is. I
No,
will give it a no.
but in the last Lok Sabha election, because BJP could not get a simple majority on its own, and they're dependent on Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar,
Yeah.
so he has some kind of a leverage on them.
Yeah, now it's a big leverage.
So,
24. Yeah.
so that goes in his favor. But the one thing that about Nitish Kumar is that he is still getting the female vote.
Yep.
And this time they're saying that a lot of, again, for the last few times, the female vote has been higher than male vote in Bihar,
Mm.
percentage wise,
Mm.
not absolute numbers, but percentage wise, it's like at least 2, 3, 4 points difference. And most of it is going to Nitish Kumar.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
last,
but his presence is, yes, I agree, sir. His presence has been, especially considering his mental and physical health, it's been very, very minimal.
yeah.
And mostly what rumors are abound that there's a coterie of bureaucrats and
Mm.
second level politicians who are running the show, and Nitish Kumar is only like informed only when something needs a signature or something like that.
Yeah. So he has become similar to Mr. Biden before the election.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
very, very similar. I think health-wise also
So
same Alzheimer or whatever.
if they had any other leader who had
Mm.
almost like same level of experience, if Sushil Kumar Modi was there,
Mm-hmm.
frankly, then
Mm.
most probably he would have been projected as the CM face. But
Mm-hmm.
Modi ji, obviously, I think
He
he went
expired
to the
last.
heaven last year
Mm.
due to some very some bad disease. Anyways, so I mean, so there is no comparable leader of his stature in either BJP or JDU or
Mm.
any other party in
Yeah.
Bihar. So that's
Okay.
why he is still the face. Otherwise, like they did in the US, Kamala Harris came forward. She was the
Mm.
vice president. She suddenly became, in June, she became the presidential candidate. But that cannot happen in Bihar, despite all
Mm.
the push and pull about not declaring him the CM. Eventually, BJP did declare him the CM face.
Mm.
At least till 11th of November, they will say that. After
Yeah.
that, we don't know.
And to put more perspective, definitely for last 4 years, 11 months, he is. I mean, in the woods. I mean, he is not at all among the people. But this last 4 weeks during the campaign season, somehow he has got charged up or some
Yes.
medicine. I don't know, but he is much more. I mean, agile. He is reaching out through videos only. He's attending to rallies. I mean, doing lots of movements. I mean, he's covering as much as possible. I mean, it is giving a good vibe to the uh, I mean, the whole
If I
mass.
can,
Yeah.
if I can use a cricketing term,
Mhm.
he is doing very good slog over batting. So the last 5 overs, he is really hitting sixes. So a few days ago, just before our first phase campaign ended, there was rain in Patna and surrounding areas, so the all the helicopters couldn't fly.
Mm,
So most of the big leaders like Tejaswi and Tej Pratap and others, Rahul Gandhi and everybody, they were all sitting in Patna waiting for the rain to stop. While
mm,
Nitish Kumar on the wonderful road network that he has built, he went and he did a 300-kilometer round trip within the day, and he attended multiple functions.
mm.
So, and he was really with a lot of positive media reports regarding that.
Okay. Yeah. So presence on the field we have covered. It is a no. Then charismatic incumbent. This is our penultimate key, the key number 10. So this charismatic, we give definitely a good charisma to Nitish Kumar. and we add the charisma of his NDA coalition, even to
Yes.
Chirag Paswan and our Modi
Modi
ji,
ji.
Modi ji, the big. So all this charisma added to NDA coalition. Nitish Kumar has its own charisma for sure, and those charisma is really giving them yes for this key, that charisma of the incumbent. Do you want to add anything, Saurabh?
No, no. I mean, like a lot of voters, they say that we are voting for Modi. Still,
Mhm.
even in assembly election.
Yeah, yeah.
So that the charisma is positive, positive charisma.
Hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yes, yes, from my side also.
Okay. So on the last key, that is the charismatic opposition. A leader is there or not? So I give yes, because
Yes, yes.
the
Tejasvi
opposition
has charisma.
also
Yes.
has the charisma, and he has the addition. Tejasvi has Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav ji's. At least he's still there. He is kind of guiding force to the whole coalition, and then these two are the main. And then in the pockets, we can also add Mukesh Sahni's own charisma,
Yes.
and that IP Gupta's a little charisma. So this,
Rahul Gandhi has got negative charisma, but overall it is positive for Tejasvi.
yeah,
And
so,
what he has done well is that he has really peddled this narrative successfully, that all the jobs that were given out
mm,
uh, during the phase when he was with the government,
mm-hmm,
that's when only the government jobs were given out. About 10 lakh
mm-hmm,
teacher and police jobs were given out. So he has claimed the credit. How
yeah.
true or false is it? It can be debated, but he has been able to sell that narrative to the youth of Bihar. That when I
I,
was in the government, all these government jobs were given out.
mm. And I will go with him. That my also understanding that he definitely forced the government to do it, right? And he made it. He did it. So the credit he is not getting back, Nitish Kumar. I don't like that. He should be given the credit because he forced it, and definitely he is trying his best to get that. And people are understanding. Mass is not so we feel like it's numb, but they get the point and the vibe with that. Okay, this happened only during that point. Why didn't it happen earlier or later? It's very clear.
Many national level reporters and journalists would be really surprised,
Mm,
especially those who favor NDA more, if
mm,
they go to the ground and ask the youth.
mm.
Tejasvi has got very, very good following among the youth, especially
So,
like 18 to 30,
mhm,
32 years age group,
yeah.
who are appearing for all these exams, SSC exam, state
Mm,
teacher eligibility exam, BPSC exams and all those,
mhm,
class 4 and all the exams. So
mm.
those people who are working hard in the lanes of Patna, studying in coaching centers or even in the rural areas, he has got a very strong following in them.
Okay, so we have a conclusion here. We got all the 11 keys listed down with yes, no answers, and we have clear cut 8 yes, very clear, and 2 clear cut no's, and there are kind of fuzzy yes in couple of. So what I'm doing is we are just clubbing them and
So
making it 8.
uncharismatic challenger would be no.
Yeah,
Last one.
yes, that's why there are two no's for him. So there is one more no there, and no social presence is no, uncharismatic is no. So these two no's and couple of fuzzy ones are there, like on the development and the corruption scandal part. So we have clubbed it together to make it 3 no's basically. 3 no's, 8 yes. So 8 years is a resounding victory for this NDA government under Nitish Kumar. So we can safely predict on this model of Littman and Mr. Vladimir that the success of this White House predictor also works for 1 mark, and we will see it on the 14th of November that how accurate this predictor, first time in the history of India, is being tested out in Bihar elections 2025. We repeat, this is Nitish Kumar's coalition government, which is getting formed in Bihar on 14th of November. Let's check it out. Thank you.
Namaste.